For me, one of the best things about working in film and documentary specifically is that no 2 working days are ever the same. Some people might find that kind of change annoying, but I personally love it. And the constant variety of travel and learning are, for me, what make this one of the best jobs in the world. And since for the last couple of months, you've been seeing me make these videos from up here in the snow, I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to bring you on set with me and show you what it's like to work on a big budget doc series in a remote location. So in this video, I'm going to show you what 48 hours on location with a documentary cinematographer looks like, the kinds of filming missions I get assigned on a typical day, and how we move in the Arctic with gear, and a bunch of other stuff so you can decide if these are the kind of shoots you'd like to be doing yourself. Anyways, I'm almost back at base camp now. I'm just going to take a second to grab my gear and pack my bag, then we'll head out and start shooting. So right now we're inside the gear room where myself and the other DPs keep most of our stuff, and spending a few minutes in here packing is usually the first thing I do at the start of a workday. I said workday there like there are days off, but actually I've only had 1 day off since August 17th, but that's another story. For legal reasons, I can't really tell you much about the show itself, but I can tell you we're working with a $10+ million budget and a 3-month shooting schedule, so it's a fairly high-end shoot by doc standards. I'll just say it's a big name survival show that broadcasts on most of the bigger streaming platforms out there, and I'm one of the 2 main DPs. I'll also just quickly mention that this is a condensed version of this video, and we actually shot so much footage that I was able to put together a way longer version that I'm going to be sharing with the filmmakers enrolled in my documentary cinematography course. The course launched this year for the first time and sold out in like 4 days, and the next intake is going to happen in early 2024. I'm guessing it's probably going to sell it again because I'm only letting in really limited numbers of people, so if you want to reserve a spot plus get exclusive access to expanded content like this, you can sign up for the waitlist below. When it does go live again, you'll also get a discount for being on there first, so if you're interested at all, it's a good idea to sign up. Anyways, I didn't really mean for this to turn into a plug, but for all of you enrolled, keep an eye out in the members group for the long form version coming soon. Anyways, back to what I was saying. This is sort of a weird production because we're out here for over 3 months without a break, and that means that there's quite a bit of autonomy and self-motivation involved, which isn't all that normal. A typical shoot might be packed into, I don't know, a couple of weeks, and the director is going to want to shoot pretty much all day, every day to make sure they get what they need on the limited number of shooting days they can afford. On this show, while there are a fair amount of verite beats to cover, we spend a lot of our time just trying to visualize the environment, which is really just a fancy word for gathering a crap ton of B-roll. And when I say B-roll here, I'm not just talking about like slow motion hero shots of people blinking into the sunset. We're doing all sorts of stuff, from placing motion controlled trail cameras to capture wildlife. We're following game trails and animal tracks, hiking up mountains, leaving time lapses in weird places, and helicoptering into the middle of nowhere to get a few sweet drone shots. Anything that represents the physical world out here is fair game, and a lot of the time it's up to us, the DPs, to decide what to focus on. It's pretty cool to have all this freedom and to have the budget and resources to stay up in such a remote place for so long, and it's definitely not something I take for granted. So I'll just finish packing up quickly, I'll get my winter gear on, and then we'll get out there. So this is one of our camera benches. It's really chaotic because we've been here months shooting, so it's sort of a bit of a mess, but I thrive in this chaos, sort of. Nothing complicated. I'm just gonna grab all the lenses I need for the day, change out batteries, and then I'm gonna get out of here as quickly as possible. This might look like a preposterous amount of layers, but when you're gonna go stand around behind a camera for 5 or 6 hours, it gets cold out there fast. It's like minus 15 degrees. Well, we raced across this lake, didn't find the caribou, they smelled us and ran. But in the words of my illustrious countryman Wayne Gretzky, it's 100% of the shots you don't take. I guess we are. Oh, we didn't bring the white cap issue ice clearing device.
Oh yeah.
So right now you might notice I'm wearing fishing waders, and I'd love to play it off all cool like I was just about to go in there and like anything to get the shot, but I actually already fell into the ice over the waders and flooded them. Got completely soaked, had to re-dry all my stuff, fried a bunch of electronics, so it was really clumsy. I think I got some photo evidence of it that I'll post somewhere here. So we're gonna try it again, and hopefully it's not such a big disaster. Almost went in and soaked the entire Ronin. All these ice shards that have formed on the river are really beautiful, and as soon as it snows, they're gonna be gone forever. So wading into the water, shooting some long lens stuff. Hopefully don't tank the entire camera. Oh, hi there. Yeah, just another Tuesday here at YouTube Studios.
Bet you're wondering what I'm up to.
Should I do a fake one? Oh, hello there. I can't do it. I can't even fake it.
I'll take that. Take the lens cap unless you want. It's definitely going in the water.
Oh, for the algorithm. All right, in all seriousness, a big part of my job on this show is to visualize the natural environment, and for whatever reason, all of these ice shards have sort of forced as the river flash freezes overnight, because sometimes these moments are gonna pop up and you maybe have other things to do, or you don't, feel motivated to get out, but they're never gonna happen again. Today I have other stuff to do. I'm trying to finish an edit, but this has to be shot because it's gonna disappear and it's super important. So, wearing fishing waders and kneeling in an ice bath for the last 15 minutes, but hopefully it's worth it. Or maybe it's not worth it. Maybe they're not gonna use the shots at all and it's all a waste of time, but you still gotta try it. So one thing about being a doc DP on like really long shoots is that there's no one standing over my shoulder like telling me what to do on a day-to-day basis. It's not like people have the time or the energy to like supervise and direct me all the time. Maybe.
2 minutes out.
Oh god. Helicopter's coming in. So a lot of freedom, and you need to really be self-motivated to make sure you're still getting the stuff you need. No one's telling me to do this. I've just sort of decided this is gonna be my afternoon project. So we're out here shooting it. And actually you can hear the helicopter coming in. I'm guessing the mic is picking that up, but there's a helicopter landing, and then pretty shortly we'll jump in and we'll move off to our next location. All right, so we're just about to start the first mission of the day. Even though it looks like it's 6 o'clock in the morning right now, it's actually almost 10:30, just way up north, so it's dark forever. We are heading across the ice to try and get a couple of shots that the director has sort of dreamed up. So we've got our trusty safety consultant over here drilling the ice, make sure it's okay. I'm gonna walk across the river and then try a whole bunch of things like sliders and gimbals and maybe a time lapse or something to show these ice sheets. Well, this backpack is way heavier today. I'm gonna fall for sure, man.
Please don't hurt yourself.
Oh, I think he's done it. All right, he's done it.
Nice.
Success. So the safety guy said it was mostly safe to cross this river as long as we stay far enough apart. So yeah, we're just heading over to do these ice shots now. To me, this is like one of the best possible things about this job. Where else do you get to, like, where is this the morning walk to work, crossing this random Arctic river? I absolutely love it. The whole reason we're out here is just to go shoot this one hypothetical ice shot that someone dreamed up. Is this a real job? I don't know. All right, so the ice just made super concerning sounds, and I've done really well so far not falling and embarrassing myself, so I'm gonna try and fit, oh, we're on another thick ice sheet. I'm gonna try and stick the landing and get out of here without falling. I'm constantly putting down gimbals and Ronins on this channel. It's become like kind of like a meme of mine almost, but I do use them. So today we're gonna try and use this Zpon micro slider to get some shots looking up under the ice. This thing is definitely not designed to function in an environment like this. For everyone who gets upset every time I talk badly about gimbals and Ronins and things like that and sliders, the point isn't that they're bad tools. They're great. I'm just saying don't overuse them. Use them when needed, but sparingly. Do not fall down that hill.
Pretty much.
Pipe down.
Alright, I'm passing this down.
Probably. I don't know. I still think this slider sounds exactly like C3PO playing the flute. Yeah, there you go.
Gotta watch your demos.
I think it looks cool.
I think it looks good.
Maybe turn the light down like 15%.
Okay.
I thought 60.
Yeah, hit it. Put it at, what was it? Were you 100
Yeah.
at first? Do it at like 75. Flying it in. Here we go. Okay, we'll roll it back. It's probably gonna stutter like crazy. I think that's pretty cool. Let's try one more version. Put the light on this, or get the one on the stick.
Yep.
Put it at like 6,000 K. And point it like here. Okay.
I
yeah.
can't really go.
Slide back towards yourself. Okay, yeah, there. All right, so we're gonna shut it down for the ice shots. I think some of them worked all right. Some of them were better than others, and overall it was worth it. We're gonna go back to camp across the river, eat some lunch. All right, so it's the end of the day and we're back in the gear room. Just found out that one of the FS7s we were using got damaged and is not going to be usable for shooting anymore. So I'm just going to spend the last little bit of today building out another camera. It's pretty dirty, but we're going to get it out and get it ready just in case we need it. Can't be without backups. It's a good lesson. I know that everyone doesn't have the luxury of having multiple cameras, and you know, I get that, that's totally fine. But you know, when you start to get up into a higher, more professional level where there are stakes, like starting to think about having a backup around is a really good idea, because you can get into situations like this. We've been out here already for almost 3 months now. You can probably tell, like, I've been watching these videos for the last couple of months. I probably look more and more haggard the longer this goes on. It's been quite a while, and the gear is showing the wear and tear just as much as we are. Yeah, try and build up redundancies and backups. And another thing is always travel with a cleaning kit. I think I've talked about this a couple of times. Just some basic stuff in here. Tools, yeah, I'm not gonna do a full tour now, but get cleaning stuff together so that way when your gear gets dirty, you can clean it off and then get back to using it. So that's kind of what it's like to spend a couple days like on set with me up here in the Arctic. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks or so, I'll be going back home, make these videos in a bit more of a controlled environment, but that's more or less how we've been rolling out here, and yeah, I hope you all liked it. See ya.